exciting Founders Club adventure will be.
You mean we don't have to keep it a secret anymore? I'm so happy. You know, it's hard to keep a place like this a secret. For those of you who have traveled with us in the past, you know personally, firsthand, how amazing a LeBri trip is. It's truly a vacation of a lifetime.
We take you to destinations you never could have imagined before, and we want to take you there in style.
That's right, Brian. We have taken our LeBri family to places such as Jamaica, Las Vegas, cruising the Caribbean, Riviera Maya, Ireland, the beautiful Emerald Isle, Costa Rica, and most recently, the beautiful island of Hawaii.
We're talking about a vacation of a lifetime that you can enjoy every year with LeBri. We know you'll love it.
We went from the mountains to the rainforest to the volcanoes, and now we're relaxing on the beach.
This has been an amazing experience, and best part, I think probably the friendships that we've made along the way and the amazing memories that we've been able to experience while we've been here. This is not something Johnny and I would have ever been able to do without the generosity of LeBri and just such a fabulous company. I can't say enough. And this has just been our first LeBri trip, and hopefully, and it will not be our last.
And my first out of the country, so
yeah.
Very good experience.
I've only been with LeBri for about 10 months, and it's amazing that we were able to earn this trip. Best, and I don't think I will miss it.
Everything we experienced.
There's a volcano like right here.
Heated by consequence. We hiked almost 500 steps.
So worth it. And jumped in like crazy people.
They always take it to another level when we come with LeBri. That's the part I really like. If I set this up myself, I would miss so much of the neat stuff that they take care of for us.
Best trip ever. Thanks so much, LeBri. You guys all got to join us on the next one.
I've always felt that a life well lived is a life well traveled. There is a big, beautiful world out there to explore, and there's so much to see and experience.
This is Ireland, by the way, if you all can pick up on that.
Love Ireland, the city of Dublin, Blarney Castle, and the cliffs of Moher. And then again, there's Hawaii and the gorgeous island of Maui.
In your head.
It's gonna be a perfect day, perfect day, perfect day. It's gonna be a perfect day, perfect day. Now it's on, that's right.
Every trip has been fantastic, from the food to the weather and excursions. Just perfect. We love to travel, and we know you do too, so join us.
And who wouldn't want to join us? I mean, we're fun to hang out with.
Sure, we know how to have a good time.
And we know how to help others have a good time.
Sure we do. You earn the trip and LeBri does the rest. This is no worries travel at its best.
Just pack your luggage, LeBri takes care of everything, and you're off to the adventure of a lifetime.
We look forward to the Founders Club trip every single year. The best part is being with our LeBry family.
New adventures, having laugh out loud fun with your LeBry friends, fun every single moment. It all happens on a LeBry Founders Club trip.
That was amazing. Monkeys. I think she rode horses every day that trip. For an hour. $35 It was amazing.
So Linda, where will we be traveling next?
For every Founders Club trip, we choose the very best. Always places that are beyond special, places that are extraordinary.
Places where you'll experience the finest in luxury vacation living.
We can't keep it a secret any longer.
Come along with us to the Endless Party Vacation.
The Endless Party Vacation? Wow. And where will that be?
We're all going to shine like stars.
On the beach in Cap Cana, on the eastern shore of the Dominican Republic. Love the magic.
And love the beach.
In March 2021, we'll be hitting the beach, and you'll shine like the LeBry stars that you are at the adults-only Secrets Cap Cana Resort and Spa.
Oh yeah, we shine like stars.
There's a lot of bikini shots in there. Right. That's right. Yeah, yeah. I was sure
What are we waiting for? It seems we still
Yes, please.
oh yeah, we shine like stars.
Okay. Oh, there you are. Get on that one. There you go. Hey, Jackie, and I run through and do
One of the best kept secrets in the world, Secrets Cap Cana, is luxury beyond imagination. You'll have a suite with a private terrace or balcony, complete with your own soaking tub and a stunning ocean view.
Yes, the suites are beyond belief. And as Brian said, every suite has an ocean view. But what awaits you outside is really the story. Palm trees, warm breezes, the clear Caribbean Sea, and a meandering infinity pool that goes on and on. White sand beaches and the most turquoise waters you'll ever see. Out at sea, snorkel with tropical fish or learn to scuba dive. Catch a catamaran for a morning sail. In the afternoon, take in some deep sea fishing or a round of golf. And when the sun finally sets, dance under the stars or enjoy nightly entertainment in the theater.
Secrets Cap Cana is an all-inclusive luxury resort featuring 7 a la carte gourmet restaurants, a buffet, grill, and cafe. Reservations? Don't bother here. Reservations are never required. Or enjoy a romantic meal in your suite or dine on the beach. All-inclusive means you have around-the-clock room service and unlimited beverages such as beer, wine, and top-shelf spirits.
As a LeBron Founders Club achiever, you're entitled to unwind in pure indulgence at the Secret Spa by Pavonia.
We've got something extra special for our top point earners. For those achieving the top 15 points, you'll be upgraded to Secrets Cap Cana Preferred Club status.
And with Preferred Club status, you'll enjoy butler service, upgraded accommodations, and amenities such as a private lounge, pool, and beach access, plus exclusive dining options at the resort.
Secrets Cap Cana, we're talking about sunshine, sand, and serenity in a gated private community, world famous for sugar sand beaches, turquoise waters, and adventure beyond compare.
Adventure? We've included an awesome adventure in your trip. Wait till you see this place. Escape to Scape Park, an incredible theme park set within the rainforest. Zip line above and through the tropical trees, then splash down in a refreshing pool. Get drenched under a waterfall or swim in a cobalt blue cave. Spend your day adventuring or relax at the exclusive beach club.
Now, get this. If you choose, you can enjoy a night out of dinner, drinks, entertainment at a Secrets sister resort through exchange privileges.
At Secrets Cap Cana, just for you, we've planned a private LeBri breakfast, and on our final night, a magnificent cocktail party and farewell dinner.
This incredible 6-day, 5-night, all-inclusive luxury vacation is coming up in March. In addition to this incredible resort, your trip includes airfare, ground transportation, all tips and gratuities, and the Scape theme park excursion, and so much more.
I know you're going to love this destination, and you're all invited to shine like a star when you join us for the Shine Like Stars at Secrets 2021 Founders Club trip.
Now, before we decide to go on a destination such as Cap Cana, Linda and I personally scout it out, or we send our trusted travel advisor to make sure it's perfect.
And that's because we want you to experience the very best of accommodations, food, and everything that makes a LeBri Founders Club trip absolutely exceptional. Before choosing Secrets Cap Cana, we called on our travel expert, Carrie Mulliken at Bon Voyage World Travel. We said, Carrie, check it out. She did just that. Carrie, please join us on the virtual beach and tell everyone what you discovered at this dazzling destination.
This destination is truly dazzling. I've traveled with LeBri for years now. All of our trips have been amazing, but this destination is truly special and unlike anywhere we've ever been. In fact, it's becoming one of my personal favorites and my go-to destination for a little R&R. You're going to love this resort. It's comfortable, luxurious, all at the same time. Long, walkable, uncrowded beaches will make you feel like it's your own private paradise. Delicious food, phenomenal nightly entertainment will add to your experience. Plus, the butlers, concierge, and entire staff are fun, interactive, and will ensure that you have a wonderful time at Secrets Cap Cana. I was so thrilled to visit this resort, but I'm truly excited to be planning this trip for LeBri and I'll be thrilled to bring lots of LeBri consultants with me next time we visit Cap Cana. See you in March.
Thanks, Carrie. Can't wait to see this place for ourselves. Are you ready to shine like stars at Secrets? We want everyone to be with us on this beach in Cap Cana. So as always, we've made the Founders Club trip doable for just about anyone. For the established consultants among you, you only need 30,000 points to get there, airfare included. Since we want to encourage our newest consultants to reach the Founders Club trip, if you started with LeBri in January 2020 or later, you only need 20,000 points to qualify. Again, airfare is included. So whether you're a newer consultant or an established consultant, we have 4 qualification levels. All the details are coming your way in our official Founders Club trip email. So how do you earn points? You earn 1 point for each dollar in personal sales up to 20,000 points. Also, you earn points based on the sales of the new consultants you personally sponsor. Starting with new consultants who join your team tomorrow, July 1, and those who join through the end of the year, December 31st. You earn 1 point for each dollar of their sales up to 7,500 points for each new consultant. And you earn 100 points for every qualified show you hold. Earn 2,000 points for each level you achieve, so promoting up really pays off. You know, LeBri loves bonuses, and we have a Founders Club bonus for you. Every time a new consultant you personally sponsor reaches $5,000 or more in personal sales, you'll earn a $100 credit that you can apply to the cost of optional tours and excursions. And there's no limit to the number of credits you can earn. Again, check out the details in your business center. Okay, LeBri Consultants, set your goal and make your plan to join us in March 2021 on the beach in Cap Cana.
Wow, the secret's out of the bag now. So pack your bag for Secrets Cap Cana Resort and Spa, the Founders Club trip you've been waiting for. If you want it, go get it. This Founders Club trip is within reach of each and every one of you. Believe in yourself, because whatever you believe, you can certainly receive.
Believe, and it's possible. We know you can do it. We'll see you in March on the beach in Cap Cana.
Shine like stars at Secrets. What do you say, Brian? For good measure, one more magical swirl of the stars?
Let's do it. And good night, everyone. Thanks for joining us on our special Founders Club event. Go Stars, go.
So how are you guys feeling about that? Nervous, excited, a little bit of mixture of both? Is anybody feeling a mix of emotions?
No.
Okay, so a couple mixes. Okay, so what I want you to do is reach into your bag and pull out your luggage tag. So we're gonna start there. Does anybody need a pen? I have pens if you need them. If you're watching on the replay or on Zoom, go to Walmart, get yourself a luggage tag. Not right now, but later. Does anybody need a pen? Oh, your pen. Okay, and Johnny, one. All right, so get your name, get your address, fill that bad boy out. Yep, gotta get it apart. Some of us need special help. Jackie, did you get your bag? I made one for you.
may have not very good stuff left in it.
Just saying.
Just saying. I might not have any. Oh, was I supposed to put them back in?
No. Here, Jay, you take your pick. All right, everybody got your tag filled out?
I can't get my tag.
Oh my gosh.
I need
Is he
therapy.
stuck?
Thank you. Kind of a thing today. Was it? Thank you, Billy Joe.
I'll put it back. Where in your house can you put this tag that you will see every day?
On my desk?
On your keys, on your desk? Just where you putting yours? Where your kids won't steal it.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Purse. So where you guys gotta see it though. Melinda, where are you putting yours? Keys? Okay. Next to your bed. Oh, I like that. Robin, Kathy, where are you guys putting yours?
Keys are right bedroom mirror.
What did you say, Kathy?
Bedroom mirror.
Bedroom mirrors.
I was thinking bathroom mirror.
Bathroom mirror, that's where I usually go to.
And then clogged up.
Bulletin board. Bulletin board, okay. Becky, where's yours going? In your kitchen. All right. So I'm not gonna break down like all of the science because we have lots of other things we need to fit into a short amount of time. But there's a huge amount of science behind things that you see every day. And what you take time to visualize, and that's just a grown-up word for use your imagination, actually draws it to you. So if you spend even 5 to 10 seconds every day, and if you really want to maximize it, the magic number is 17 seconds. Okay?
17.
So 17 seconds, anything that you think about for 17 seconds, your brain, the chemistry in your brain requires that you think another thought like it after 17 seconds, okay? Whether it's good or bad, right? So if you really want some power behind the time that you spend looking at your tag and thinking about this vacation, 17 seconds is your magic number, okay? Before we go any further, I do want to do something really quick. And this is something that Amber taught us when we were brand new. I don't know that we've ever done it with you guys. It's called a whiteboard technique. Has anybody ever heard of that? Maybe you will once I explain it. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep it a safe space here. We're not yet, but we're gonna close our eyes. And, well actually let's just do it. I'll talk you through it. Okay, so everybody closes their eyes. And use your imagination to the best of your ability. I want you to envision a huge whiteboard in your mind, like this one, okay? But behind your eyelids, a big whiteboard, okay? I want you to pick up that dry erase marker and walk up to that dry erase board in your mind. And on that board, I want you to write anything that you're nervous about or any like negative things that come to your mind. It might be things about schedule or feeling like you don't deserve the trip or you can't earn it. Anything negative that pops into your mind when you think about this trip, I want you to write it on that whiteboard right now.
Just about the trip?
Yep, just specifically about the trip. We ain't got that kind of time. Yep, focus really like, as you were watching this video, what emotions came up in your heart that weren't positive? Get all of those on the whiteboard. You guys got them? Okay. Now, at that dry erase board, there is an eraser, a big one. I want you to choose what color your eraser is in your mind, okay? So grab that eraser, and if you're a physical person, just like do it right in your seat. Grab that eraser, and you're just gonna erase, 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 erase. Everything negative off that board. You're just gonna clean that slate. Okay, you guys got it done? This is you can open your eyes. This is a very easy way to give your brain something to do with the thoughts that you hold back. if I say to you, Kathy, I want you to not think about the pink elephant, what's the first thing you're going to think about, right? That's all you're going to think about for the next how many seconds. So saying to yourself, I'm not going to think negative thoughts. I'm going to just like run into this with positivity, and I'm just going to overcome every challenge. And you don't have an avenue to deal with them, you will find limited success, okay? So you can pause at any point in the day to where you feel some of those things bubble up in your heart and you know they're not true and they're not helpful to you. Just take a moment, preferably if you're not driving, please. Close your eyes, write those things on the board, and then erase it with as much fervor as you can, okay?
How about with one eye?
Yeah, one eye, whatever. If you can visualize and use your imagination with your eyes open, go for it. I cannot, okay? So now the next thing we're going to do is I want you to look around your tables at your teammates next to you. And we're each going to take a turn coming up to the board and writing a sentence to your teammates. And that statement is going to start with either you are or you can. Okay, and you don't have to know them. If you do, that's great. So Debbie will just kind of, whatever, you guys can go whatever, whenever you feel led, good, but everybody's got to take a turn. You're gonna write one thing that you want to say to your teammate about this trip. And it's got to start with, you are or you can. Okay, and we're just, there's no wrong answer here. We're just gonna write a whole bunch of things on the board. Yep. So be thinking about it as you guys are waiting. There's lots, yeah, you guys can go more than two. Let's go two at a time. Tammy, can you go at the same time as Debbie? Sure. And then we'll send Becky and Catherine up so that we get, it doesn't take quite as long. That's okay. Okay. You take as little or as much space as you need, but it's just, the only rules are it has to start with you are or you can.
I think that's true. You're all doing it.
Right. Shows a big investment. Yep, start your sentence with you are or you can. And it doesn't have to be organized that way. Like you don't have to make two clean lists. You can write it wherever. It's just a visual up there for you. You guys will notice on your water bottles, it says I am and I can. This is something I think Kate Martin taught us. Very, very, very powerful what happens when you start sentences that way and speak life to yourself. Robin, you want to join Becky? We'll make Ashley go by herself. Sorry, love.
I say whatever.
Oh, you're good then. Okay, just cycle up as you. I think I took a drink of this water and set it back down there.
Sure.
Was it that one? Yes, it was this one because the cat was up.
Because there's one over there.
Perfect. Anita, if you want to type into the group chat what you want to write on the board, and Jackie will write it for you. Yeah.
Usually I scroll all over.
There you go.
That's gonna let me write. Oh my gosh.
Connie, you too, if you want to type in, I can write it for you.
I don't know how long Connie was in the waiting room before thing.
What are we writing? Because I couldn't hear over the laughter.
Oh, okay. So you are going to write something to one of your little sisters here. And it has to start with you are or you can. We're talking about positive thoughts, I think, here. Which one?
I guess write down you can do it.
You can do it? Okay.
Yep. Simple enough, right?
Yeah, that's pretty simple, but I can handle it.
Just right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Connie, did you have one? You are capable of achieving this. Okay.
I'm just starting to mull over. Have Jackie actually write from your own heart, not just writing for those ladies.
Yes, Jess, if she can. I just want all the motions again. We want to be first year consultants. I can't promote until you do. I know, she can't promote till I do, no pressure there. Ada, anybody? You guys can.
She just had another one today.
You know,
That's amazing. Okay, can you guys read these? Can everyone read them from where they are? Strong enough. You can achieve anything you set your mind to. You are able to balance the important things. You are more than enough, more than deserving. You are capable of whatever you set your mind to. You can build your business. On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult is it to say these things to your teammates? Easy. It's really easy, right? Stupid easy. You do it all day long. Now, I want you to take your favorite and I want you to change it and write it down somewhere in your planner, on a piece of paper somewhere. I don't care where you write it. I want you to change the words to I am, I can. So the one that is hardest for you to say out loud to yourself, that's your gem. It makes your tummy turn a little bit and your skin crawl just a little bit because you don't want to say it to yourself. That's the one. And if it's not up there and you know what it is in the back of your head, write that down.
I'm trying to figure out how you could say I am all going on this trip.
Why does it work? I am going on this trip with Debbie.
Right.
That's easy. Now, every time you guys see your water bottle, I want you just to take a moment and repeat that statement that you've picked to yourself every time you see that water bottle. And that water bottle can dual purpose for you because you think if you carry that thing around out in public, people are going to ask you questions. What the heck is I am and I can, right? So I made them that way intentionally for you guys so that they didn't just scream LeBri. I wanted them to be conversation starters and an easy way for you guys to talk about LeBri that wasn't just like, hey, I'm selling skincare, right? All right, so that's there for you guys. Your mindset will be the kingpin for you in this. I can promise you that every single one of you is capable of this trip. No matter what your life situation is, no matter what your, what does Lori Landry call them? Your yabuts?
Yabuts.
Your yabuts? Yep. Keep them in there. Don't let them in the house. So you guys are capable. It's just a matter of deciding. And then the second piece, so making the decision and the commitment and the mindset shift is your first step. The second step is your plan, and that's what we're going to jump into. So in your bag, you'll see a sheet that looks like this. Okay? Did it already. They have it. So this sheet is a printed version of an Excel. Raise your hand if you've ever used Excel. Okay, so a couple people, great. Lynn Pointer makes this Excel sheet work. So anything that's in bold, like if you put it in there, it like kind of tallies and does, she has all the formulas in there. This is just a printed out version. So we're gonna use it as a worksheet. So if you have a pen, pretend it's a pencil, okay? So lots of scribbling is acceptable. This should not look pretty when we're done. Catherine, I have extras. Did I miss it in your bag? You got it? Okay, very good. So if you're on Zoom, this is the document we're working with right now. I did post a Google link in the event, okay? So this is what you're looking for. All right, on the back of your Cap Cana, on the back of your flyer is the tier, okay? So if you're, raise your hand if you joined after January 1st. Okay, so you guys are working in the bottom box. See that? Anyone who joined before January 1st, you're in the top box. We're the dinosaurs, what Brian calls the established consultant. Okay, so I want you to choose which tier you want to earn. And then that number goes right here in total points needed. See that on your chart? So it says number of trips, enter the number of trips you want to earn and total points needed. Everybody finding that on their worksheet? Yep, so number of trips and total points needed. Got it? Does anyone want to declare out loud what they're earning? Go for it, girl.
I did the one on the bottom one, so I could cheat a little bit.
Yes.
I did level 4.
Heck yes. Trip for 2, land and air. Anybody else want to say it out loud? It's really powerful.
I am.
What you earning?
38,000 points.
38,000 points. Yes. Trip for 2,
All right, let's go.
38,000. I feel like I'm an auctioneer. 38,000 points. Going once, going twice. All right. Anybody else? It's your opportunity to speak it out. Be brave. Melinda, what are you earning?
Level
4. 38. Yes,
Oh,
because you're
Jacob
an
loves
established.
so much more.
38,000. Okay. So, how do you earn points? 1 point for each dollar in personal sales up to 20,000 points. Okay. Now, this is where this gets really personal, and I will just kind of rotate through and try to help you guys. And if we don't get through the whole worksheet tonight, it's okay. I love doing this. I will do it on coaching calls all day long. I just live for figuring out trip points, literally. So I do. I really, really love it. Yeah. Thank you.
You told me what I had to do, and I just grabbed it just then, and I just kept crossing.
Make a plan, work the plan. You will get there. So somewhere in the white space on your sheet, write down what your current monthly sales average out to be. Yep, just kind of, I mean, are you a $200 a month girl? Have you not been selling for the past 6 months and your average sale is 0? Are you a $1,000 a month girl? Write down what your average sales are now. Okay, all right. Now, when it comes to figuring out the months as far as sales, all months are not created equal, are they? They're not. What is the best 2 months we have coming up? Anybody know?
December.
October and November, okay? So there we get more weight in our plan. okay? And you really, when you make this plan to earn it by the end of November. December is your vacation month, okay? Because we don't want to be stressing on December 31st, trying to get in the last 15 points you need, right? We want to have it done by December and just sit there easy celebrating Christmas knowing you're getting out of Dodge in March. Okay, so this is going to take revisions. So I want you to kind of fill in along, see here in step 2 sales. Just start to get some numbers in here. So let's say if your sales are 0 right now, in July, you might shoot for 500. And then August, maybe you're going to try to get to 1,000. In September, 1,500. And by October and November, you're up to $2,000, right? So just start to put some numbers in here. It'll come together later. You can always come back and adjust them. So just kind of put some rough estimates out there. These are not set in stone.
Under step
2 sales, just kind of throw a number in each month, keeping in mind that October and November pull twice their weight compared to the other months. Yep, personal sales. Need a pen?
No, our pens and our paper are next to the one.
Sorry, I didn't mean to stab you. Okay. Anybody else need a new pen? Catherine? Yes, got it, good. Okay, don't overthink this. Trust me, you're gonna redo it in 10 minutes anyway, so just throw a number down, okay? Now we're gonna do the same thing in step 3 for shows. These can be online shows, foot soak parties, makeup parties, it doesn't matter. How many qualified parties do you want to close in July, in August, in September, October, November, December? Okay, just get some numbers in there. Start from where you are and build momentum into October and November.
Lori always says Lori kind of told me. I used to just be someone that the goal that I couldn't do. Oh, but she's making me always say, go for the highest goal and get as close as you can.
Yeah.
And then just celebrate that.
The point is not to meet the goal. The point is to see how close you can get to it.
Which is always hard.
So shoot high and be happy if you don't hit it.
Right.
Yep, I love that. I love that approach. If you shoot for $2,000, you're going to stop working when you hit it. If you shoot for $5,000 and you only hit 35, you're $1,500 ahead. Even though you didn't hit your goal. We humans are weird that way. We always stop when we hit the goal. Don't be afraid to shoot high. All right, and then the one last thing that we're gonna sketch, okay, because all of these are just literally just grabbing them out of thin air, throwing them on paper. We're gonna see how they work in a minute, okay? So up in, let's see, where do we wanna throw this? Up in the summary of points, upper left hand, there's one gold square in the upper left hand square, and that's for promotion points. So how many times do you want to promote between now and the end of December? So senior consultant, supervisor, manager, executive manager. Okay, if you're not currently in this room as an exec, it is not impossible to be so by the end of December. Okay, so it just depends on how many promotion points do you want. So you get 2,000 for each of those promotions. So for Kathy and Robin, you guys are already at senior. So supervisor will be the next promotion for you. Becky, the next promotion for you is manager. Okay, so it's just taking what you have and doubling it. Every promotion is, your team is doubled. Okay, lucky for you.
I didn't promote.
So you actually will get points now. Okay, so every promotion is 2,000 points. Everybody got your promotion points in there?
Yes.
Okay, now here's where the stuff's gonna come together. If you need your phone for a calculator, grab it. You're gonna total up your sales, put it in the little white box, total up the points, because each party is 100 points. Total up your party points, add your promotion points, and sketch it out in the white space somewhere. Total with what you just kind of pulled out of thin air, what have you got for points total?
Slow down and say that again.
All the things you just wrote down total. Literally, like throw your sales, your shows, and your promotion points all together and see what you come up with.
Remember your sales cap out at 20.
Yeah, yes, your sales do cap out at 20. So if your personal sales goal went over 20, you gotta cut it back. Well, don't cut it back, but just know you only earned 20,000 points off your personal sales. Just write it down in the white space somewhere. Like at the top or the bottom of your page. Yes, it's a worksheet.
I can print you a pretty copy before you leave so that you can take some for your phone. This one thing that's scribbled on a lot. You're gonna have to do something.
I know.
I think that's why they're doing like it was double
The
points.
double.
They're gonna
I
do
think we're
different
gonna little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. They're
I'm
gonna
glad.
have to do something.
Yep, absolutely.
You get to the
counts.
you get to the lowest one. And you don't look.
They still have, what, 1,000 points?
Overnight.
1,500. 1,500.
Okay, now take the total number of points that you need. Okay, so 38,000 or 30,000. What's the big number of points that you need? And subtract that number you just came up with. Basically, I want to see with your current plan, what are you short? That's the number I want right now. You're short 15,000. Yeah, yep, it's good. That's about what I expected that number to come in as.
Oh, I'm way.
It's okay, we're not done. It's okay, we're only halfway through our calculating. You should be massively short at this point. Okay, everybody got that number?
Holy crap.
One piece.
Wild Rose High School graduate.
Yeah.
I graduated from.
I did it.
I don't think
I did it.
My teacher wasn't.
Everybody got it?
Was usually high.
Anyone need my personal help?
I think most of my work.
Had to get through us.
Oh, man.
Write everything down.
Graduated.
Just like me.
Yeah.
No, you should be
all the time.
Yes. Yes, that's perfect. That's about what you should be short. You should be short somewhere between 10 and 20,000 points. Okay, you should be short 10 to 20,000 points at this juncture.
9 and a half.
Okay, perfect, good. You did it right.
Are we getting those points next?
Yeah. If I had the power, yes, I'd be Oprah. Points for you. Points for you.
500 points for showing off.
Okay, step 4, across the bottom. Now, look at, this is closely tied to your promotion point. If you have 3 promotions planned, then you know exactly how many women you're adding down here. So this is new teammates, this step 4 down here. So their name, you see how you got little skinny, and then you got the big blocks at the top? Their name goes in the big block on the real form, okay? So for now, we're just going to calculate a sponsoring goal, okay? So somebody give me their promotion goal to work with. Billy Joey said 2? Okay, so you're a consultant now. So to get to senior consultant is 2, and to get to supervisor is 2 more. So that's 4 women, okay? So across this bottom, just do like number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, because you probably don't know their names yet. Maybe you have not even met them yet. Okay? Now, new recruits. Who trains new recruits? Anybody know the answer? Who trains new recruits?
You do. You do.
Me and Jackie. Okay? Sponsor's job is what? Support and encourage. Okay? So when you start listing out that you are going to add 8 people to your team, are you going to freak out on me?
A little bit.
Yeah. You're not training them. Now, Jackie and I are allowed to freak out. Now we got this. We've been doing this forever. Right? What around? We have so many new people. Okay, so 4 new people, let's say they want their kit back. Right? So how much have they got to sell in their first 50 days to get their kit back?
1,000.
And sponsor someone who sells 1,000, right? But they have to sell 1,000. So let's say in July and August, because that's kind of like their first 50 days, they sell $1,000, so $500 each month. Okay, so go ahead and write down 500 in their first 2 months for those 4 girls. Okay, so you guys can do this too. Look at your promotions. How many women do you need to share the LeBri income opportunity with to hit your promotion goal? And get them numbered in here. And then start to just kind of guess at what you think they might be able to achieve for sales and start to play with numbers until you come out with the 15,500 points you need, Debbie. Jackie, you're short like 14,000 points. So look at your promotion goals. How many women are you adding? What do they need to sell for you to get the 14,000 points you're missing? Does that make sense? So sponsoring is your ticket to the Dominican Republic. And it's earning you a raise. It's getting you monthly bonus checks. It's one step closer to your free car. Literally everything you want comes from when we get over our, whatever we want to call it, apprehension. At the root of it, for a lot of us, is like an insecurity. Sometimes it's a selfishness lying under there. We've got some things we got to dig up. Everything you want is on the other side of Hoop Creek. For real though, yeah. It is. It is. And you get to go to leadership in January. So Kathy, Robin, Becky, and Debbie. One sentence from each of you as to how you feel about sponsoring. Has it been horrible, bad, worst experience of your life?
That's more than one sentence. You said one sentence.
What's it been like to share LeBri with other people?
2 sentences.
2 sentences.
Once I get past the fear of asking, it's been absolutely amazing. And now I'm going to give them all the cookies.
Yep.
Share the cookie. Share the cookies. If they don't want the cookie, they can give the cookie back. Maybe shake it. But it's been like Tammy and I were friends before, but
I just went on and joined.
she was a
She didn't even ask.
I know someone else who did that.
She was following me for months. She didn't tell me that. I waited for her to do something.
She probably wouldn't have even jumped if you hadn't. So.
We're not gonna go there.
Becky, how has it been having watching your little team grow?
Inspiring. I guess my focus is more 2 sentences.
Okay.
One of the biggest things is my oldest daughter is she's very much a black heart, really special. Takes my time to see her open up and do it. Yes, and she had fits and fiddles, and she got very nervous and was almost uncomfortable, and now she's loving.
That's amazing. You guys have baby teams. You're just like in the cusp of stepping into leadership. But what's it been like for you guys so far? Should we close Melinda's ears?
Melinda was at my debut party, and I could tell she was interested because she was watching everything you were doing and asking questions and stuff, and came back over later and I didn't have to sell her on anything.
Yeah.
She was, I know, that's really what it is.
It's been fun having
Yeah.
her along for the journey.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it is. It's really fun. But you don't have anything on your heart?
Well, you know, getting the sponsorship, getting people to join is not difficult. The difficult part is keeping them, motivating them, and getting them to go beyond just I'm there for the discount.
Sure.
Because most of mine, they join because they wanted a discount.
Yeah.
And
How many people raised your hands in here when I said who joined for the discount? Right? And now they're working on earning trips. You never know.
You're very reserved. Don't touch me, don't tell me anything.
Well, it took like 3 months for Jackie to get my sorry button gear, so.
Yeah, she is the hardest thing. It's a hard one, but look at it. There's two ways to look at that, Robin, and I always use Brian and Linda as an example. So
Can you come up where they can see you, Jackie? Are you okay with that?
Yeah. If you were to ask Linda about sponsoring as far as kits go, anyway, on that, because that subject's always debated, you know, she would tell you sell the dream. You know, don't sell the kit, sell the dream. And if you ask Brian, he'd say sell the kit and let them catch the dream. So there's two ways to do that, and neither one of them is right or wrong. You know, it's different for everybody. And one thing that I would just say is it's not about getting, it's about giving. You know, it's not getting people on my team, it's about giving something to others. And that is, when you can catch that part of sponsoring, it's all going to change for you. Yeah. And I know, like, when I started, I really struggled with that. Like, it was like, I got to get people on my team because that's how we were trained. You got to sponsor. If you want to go on the trip, you got to do these things. You got to do these things. But you have to remember that it is not about us, and it's not about our trip. It's about them. And so when you're out there thinking about these things, you really are kind of a little detective in a sense of you want to become a good listener and help start drawing people out, you know, and really listening to people, because there's people all around us that need something. Maybe they need a friend. Like, how many of you are here not because you needed a friend, but because you enjoy this camaraderie of other women that are positive?
Yeah.
I mean, there is nothing wrong with that.
I have negative all day long.
Yeah, there you go. She works in corrections and all of that. I mean, if that is all that she ever does, there is nothing wrong with that. But we can't go home and say, well, she's not selling anything. She just joined because she wanted friends or she wanted a kid. It doesn't matter. It takes all of us together, team together, everyone accomplishes more. So you are looking for people that have needs, you know, and sometimes it's income, but it's not always income.
Surprisingly, like percentage.
Pretty small. It's pretty small how many people are going to join for income. First of all, most life is really busy and people don't want another job, J-O-B. We don't have time for that. I mean, do you want another job?
No,
really,
no.
seriously. So no, and nobody else does either. And so if you're like, hey, come do my job with me, they're gonna be like, whoa, whoa, honey. So really it's about what can I give them? And when I think there are a lot of people, one lady that I was talking with, I actually asked her, and this happens to me a lot, I would say, you know, invite her to think about the opportunity. She's like, nope. And I said, well, that's okay. Maybe you know somebody in your area, because she lives in Chicago, and I want to find people in a new area. She said, certainly you must know people in the area that could use some extra income or are looking for a little more in their life or connection with positive women. She called me back and she said, well, I thought about what you said, and I would like some connection with positive women. And she sponsored someone in Florida. She kind of, you know, like you said, didn't do anything, but her lady in Florida is. So it's really about connections and helping other people, you guys. So when you leave here tonight, you gotta really open your hearts. And like Debbie said, you can't be afraid to offer. I mean, we get all caught up into like, oh, this is about me. It's not about you. And it's not, it doesn't matter if they don't want to join the bride. It doesn't make you bad for offering. You're giving them something very valuable. You're offering someone something very valuable. This business has completely changed my life. My life has gone from one of tragedy and loss and horrible things to really like a dream unfolding. Like, who would have ever thought? I didn't join because I thought it was going to do that for me. It's happened because I was willing to put my heart out to other people who needed something in their life. And so, does that help a little bit? Sorry, I didn't mean to like take over there, but
Absolutely perfect.
so yeah. Anyway, all right, I'll shut up.
This is why this is why we co-lead.
Yes, last year at the convention, I think it was Lori that had said SW.
Yeah.
Some will, some won't.
So
what? Somebody else will.
Yeah,
somebody's waiting. And it's like
SW.
yeah, and it's like I have said that so many times. Because you really you don't know, and they're like we were told not to prejudge people. Well, you know, I had somebody that joined that I really didn't expect them to do anything. Well, guess what? They totally proved me wrong, which you know. So you can't judge.
I love that. That's I had forgotten about that. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. Someone's waiting. Lots of SWs.
Yeah.
Yep. At the team meeting, I told a story about a gal that I had met who I had offered her the opportunity to just take a closer look. I didn't say you want to join the bride. I said, do you want to investigate it? And she like got teary-eyed. She's like, yes. She's like, I was at a different party with a different consultant, and that consultant asked my friend, but didn't ask me, and I thought I wasn't good enough, and she didn't want me on her team. So it was a classic example of consultant picking out, no judgment on the consultant. We've all done it, to where you think, oh, she's my best recruit. I'm going to ask her, but I'm too nervous to ask everybody, and so you just kind of pick and choose who you ask, and you can really leave out the people who need it the most. So
it is a numbers game too. I mean, if you want to look at it that way. Yep. There are averages. I mean, everything. We live in a mathematical world, right? I mean, everything. The Earth spins on an axis of a certain tilt because everything lines up and it's the same way. Yep. With this. Yep. If you're not asking enough people, you're not going to recruit people. So,
and the same is true for sampling and parties and everything.
So one of my favorite books is Get Over Your Damn Self. It's speaking of but it is called that. And it's a really great book, but it helped me a lot because that's what I needed to do. I needed to get over myself about it. You know, you just have to be willing to ask. If you're not willing to ask, you're probably not going to sponsor people. I mean, that's bottom line. They're not going to go off into someone, raise your hand besides Debbie, when somebody's come up and said, hey, I want to join your LeBron team, or they just sign up out of the blue, right?
That is not completely true.
Well, she said,
If you wanted to, and then she said, I'd like to talk to you. Yeah, you just like sign up and then tell me later. Not that easy.
You went on and you're like, oh, I know.
Yeah, but we talked about it. I talked about it in my meeting. I talked.
sorry, I didn't mean to screw something.
No, we're not. It was a blessing.
So your worksheet, you guys, just gives you a space to work those points back and forth. Just keep working these until it comes out to the number that you want it to be. And that becomes your plan, okay? So if you get done putting in your 6 women and you're still 2,000 points shy, well, then you have options. Do you want to do an extra party? Or do you want personal sales, which those two tend to go together, not always. A lot of women are selling on Facebook, through YouTube, Instagram, lots of things like that. And it's not necessarily a party, it's just one order at a time. Then you start to look at what fits into my life to make up that deficit of points. For me, I have a part-time job. I don't do this full-time. So for me, the most efficient route is always going to be sponsoring. Always. Because I can get them started and they can go out and do parties. They're earning points for themselves. They're taking themselves on that vacation. They're earning income. They're saving up for Christmas for their family. They're all doing the things that serve their life. And she's earning points and I'm earning points at the same time. It's like opening a franchise if you think about it. Okay. So a little army of consultants, if they're working while you're sleeping or playing ball with your dog, or it's a great way to make space in your life instead of saying, I have to do 10 parties this month. Well, maybe you can do 5 and they can do 5. And you're earning the same amount of points. Does that make sense to you guys? So this is just a starting place. I want you to grab your planners, and on your table are highlighters. Okay, so in your planner, this is Friday. So sometime in the next 5 days, I want you to highlight space for either an hour or a half an hour. Okay, so I want you in your planner to carve out a half an hour or an hour to where you're going to finish this worksheet. Okay? You're not going to finagle it all tonight. You're going to sit down with a calculator, look at your schedule. You might, on your goal sheet, put 8 parties in October, and then you open your planner and you got a wedding in Washington in the middle of that month. You know what I mean? Like the reason we love LeBri is because it fits into our lives. So you need to sit down with your worksheet, sit down with your planner, and make sure that you can actually work your plans. Looks good here, it needs to look good here. So right here, while you're sitting here, I want you to book the time where you're gonna sit down and finish your worksheet. Everybody got that in their planner? Okay, so today is the 10th. Yes, please, Jen.
So the other thing too is you write in a number, let's say hours for August, or shows for July. Let's say for July you wrote in 5 shows or 3 shows or whatever you wrote in there. Let's just say 5. If you do not have 5 shows booked, well, I would really encourage you to write down on the back of this sheet what you are going to do to get those 5 shows booked. You know what I'm saying? So that's just taking a step and breaking it down a little bit more. Yep. Does that make sense? Because what I have found when I work with people over the whole 6 years I've been doing this forever, but a lot of times we do dream big, but then we don't put the action behind that thought. So it's going to take some work. Yep. Like I know it is for me because my
it takes intentionality.
Very intentionality. Right? So like, you know, I put 6 shows. I only have 3 books. So when I go home next week, you can be sure that my power hour, is there anyone here that doesn't know what power hour is?
We haven't talked about that in a long time.
So, can I talk about that?
Please do.
Okay.
And Connie, can you hear Jackie?
So,
yeah, I didn't think so.
So no matter what you do in this business, if you don't do anything else, your top priority is power hour. Okay, and what a power hour is just simply, it's a dedicated time. It can be 15 minutes 4 times a week or whatever that is, but at least 1 hour a week where you are doing things that are producing income for your LeBri business. 1 hour a week, that's it. So maybe you're making calls and you're asking for bookings, or you're following up with customers and, you know, asking them for, say, referrals or shows or anything that produces income. So that doesn't count, like this doesn't count. This is not a power hour. This is
Listening to
something
audios
else.
doesn't count.
Yeah.
Stuffing envelopes doesn't count.
Learn to
Rearranging your office for the 15th
Yeah.
time does not count.
Yeah. The things that we tend to do because we get nervous
I'm gonna call it because I'm a 6 and I know what you do. You want to go on this trip and you've got these goals and then you're like, I'm gonna make it happen. And you're in your office and you're making booking bags and I'll text a couple customers and then the kids come in and you gotta make dinner and the day is over. You intentionally, 1 hour a week at the very minimum, you focus on things that, okay? So again, if you have a goal and you like for July, because you all should have a goal for July. How many shows you got for July? How many do you have booked? Good. How about you?
I put 5 and I have 2.
Okay. So what do you need to do? What do you need to do next week first before you do anything? I would focus on it. I would focus on it. There's lots of ways to get booked. Maybe if you don't have anybody to call, you got to sample people. You know what I mean? Like you may have to take it back another step or another step. I don't know. You may have to go to Target a few times. That could be a power hour, right? You're sampling people. That's a power hour. I mean, you have 4 on one. Yeah, perfect. Actually, perfect. So you have a plan. That's my point. Yep. So when if you're, we're going to assume your plan's not going to be amazing. Right, and it probably will be. But let's just say it didn't go how you want it to, because that can happen. You got the weekend. You better make sure you schedule what next week. Hour. Oh, yeah. You're gonna have to refocus. So whenever you're going after something like this, it's a lot of refocusing. And what I see a lot of people do is they'll put this in there, and like I told you, they'll do other things, and then all of a sudden it's August, and they're like, I'm not doing that trip. They start telling themselves the crap, and then they throw it out the window. That's right. I'm gonna tell you something else. If you want to earn this trip, you do not, and I mean this, you do not stop trying until December 31st. Because if you do, girl, don't let me find out. No, you don't stop earning this trip until December 31st. Last day. I did. I earned Maui at literally like 10:58 p.m. on December 31st. It was crazy. It was like horrifying. Anyway, but it happened because I didn't quit and I didn't give up. So that's why I've been on the trips, because I don't give up. I don't give up. Just don't give up. What's the worst thing that's going to happen?
You get extra money in your commission. You build your business.
You build your business. You make money. You have more Christmas spending money. You made new customers. I mean, you're not afraid now to do blank, whatever it was, to regroup. You learn. It's a learning process of learning to, get back up on your feet. You got to ride the waves. We all have got lows. Like my business was dead in the water with COVID. I worked so hard to get 10 shows was my goal. I was up to 8. And then I came back from Jamaica and every single one canceled. You tell me that isn't discouraging? It happens to all of us. So if you're dead in the water right now, you have to stay there. Go power hour. You guys can do it.
So this is really the what, but this doesn't tell you how or when.
Yeah.
And if you just leave it at the what, I'm not going to say it's not going to go well for you, but it's not going to go well for you. Okay? Did I?
Yeah.
Whoops. So once you have the what figured out, Jackie's absolutely right. You've got to look, okay, what are my goals for July? Am I there? If I'm not there, what do I need to get there? And when am I going to do those things? Schedule it. I don't care if you're scheduling 5 minutes of sacred time to where you lock the kids in the closet and you get it done because you scheduled that 5 times and you told Kathy you were going to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, figure out the what and then the how and the when. And all of those things go on paper. Something in your head, there's like huge amounts of stats about the likelihood of something happening if it's just in your head versus if you write it down versus if you write it down and tell someone else. And it's not like this. It's like this and then like this I mean, it's just huge. So, any questions about that? You guys understand the process? I mean, it's too time consuming to take everybody through right now, but it's really important if you want to be there. And you guys deserve to be there. Every single person in this room is capable. I have some on my team I would wonder about, and you are not them. I'm serious.
We're here.
You have the skills. You're here. It's okay. They won't. They won't watch it. The ones I'm worried about won't watch it. So again, I just want to like re-offer my time. If you need help breaking your what down into your how, down into, I can't really help you with when, but I will sure as heck text you and hold your feet to the fire if you ask me to. You say, I'm going to do a power hour on Friday, text me at 2 o'clock and make sure I've done it. Hell hath no fury. I will follow up with you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm willing to do that for you
Same
guys.
here.
Yep, Jackie will do it. Kathy will do it. Don't mess with Kathy.
When you get like halfway into the learning and you're like getting discouraged, you need to reach out.
Yep.
You need to reach out to someone and say, I'm blowing it, but I want to make it. I want to do it. It's never too late till December 31st. You don't quit trying.
When Jackie and I were working with horses together, she always used to tell me, if what you're doing is not working, why are you still doing it? Right? So if you're doing something and you're discouraged with the results, don't just keep doing it. Reach out and talk. Don't be afraid to talk about what's not working for you. And it really, I mean, Jackie, how many times still to this day, Jackie and I send back and forth. This is the woman I'm working with. Here's what I'm thinking about saying. What would you say? It takes 2 minutes. And she's like, I wouldn't say that. I'd tweak that just this little bit. You wouldn't believe how much better that works, just having a little outside information. Anyways, I am talked out. Does anyone have questions or like,
Can I just make one comment?
Yes,
I was an in-home party girl myself for the whole year and a half, and then COVID hit, like you said, and it took me 3 months to go virtual. But now 5 parties virtually seems so much easier. It took me 3 months than 5 parties, and I'm going to go back to in-home. But seriously, if you think about it, the time that, and then if you think 5 parties, $500 a show, most of us get 500. That's 2,500 plus 100 for each show. That's 3,000 plus your reorders. No, I'm just saying, it's very doable first year. So like, I really want to see everyone here because I made it last year, December 15th, on only sales. I didn't have any consultants. And I don't think I worked that hard like I felt. It was just fun.
You were consistent. You finished your August challenge.
See, if they give me a
It's like,
challenge, but like
just
even
done
May, like
challenges.
I love challenges and challenges, like, but in May, that's
it's true. If Jackie and I don't have one running, Debbie's on us like, when's the next challenge? When's the next challenge?
I want you all to be there with me. It's like not like I want to beat them. No, I want to like I gotta do it. They're all doing it. Like this live camera, we're doing live. I don't want to go live every day. I've been going live for like months, but I just need that. But I will say that when I put my May goals out on my computer every day, I hit every goal. June, I didn't see them. I did not hit my goals. So I know I have to see them. Like I did LeBron University, just all these things I wanted to do. You know, I did LeBron University, like in May, you know. But yeah, it was all my goals.
It's goals.
It is.
And they have to be visible. And that's why so like in your planner, what you need to accomplish that week needs to be visible. As visible as your kids' sports events, as visible as your church events. Like if you know, hey, I have to have a party scheduled this week, like I gotta put it in the planner. One last thing, and then we're gonna stop the recording and free you all because it's already way longer than I thought it would. The July bingo challenge that is going on right now. If you haven't started it yet, that bingo sheet is full of power hour suggestions. Right? Those, it's just such an easy way to just chunk one, especially if you're dead in the water right now. That bingo sheet, just focus on that for the next week or two, and that will build tremendous foundation and momentum for you coming into August.
Where is that again?
It is I will make it. Yeah, it's a PDF, but you can't.
I can send it out as a Word doc.
Can you?
Or
Because
Excel
I put it in
spread.
Pen.
I did it in Excel. I can send it out that way. Nope, I
Before
can't
she
either on my
left, I was
computer.
struggling.
Okay, well, I'll send it, I'll put it as.
I like the tic-tac-toe one better.
Why would you?
I did because it was just
My
visually.
computer is so old and old.
Yeah,
However it was,
to
I
look at it and go.
The big
across.
old one.
Like,
So this is the bingo, you guys. So even if you use, I'll print you all one if you want.
Yay!
I have a massive.
I got one spot done, I know.
So Kathy's version organizes it into a list, but you won't know when you've done bingo.
Right, that's what, that's
yeah.
what.
So if you are dead set on getting the $100 for filling the sheet, then it doesn't matter what square they're on. So just go down the list and check them off.
And after not finishing last August, I determined even if I missed a day, I was gonna finish every one of those things.
You go, girl.
Wow.
You go, girl. You're all gonna make
You're
me
gonna
broke.
cost us.
All right. I don't know how much of this you guys could hear on the recording, but thank you so much. Oh, I see Sandy Knopf is sitting here in the waiting room. Poor dear.